Welcome back. It's Lessons for Life 24/7, wrapping up the year and reuniting with old friends. We talked earlier about testosterone levels. Famously, people have always said that a boxer mustn't have sex before a fight. And who was it who said, no, it's during a fight? I can't remember who that. I think someone said that to Michael Parkinson. I can't claim that joke. Barbara, what is the myth or the truth? Well, okay. Things get out of control. Just wait for the bell.
Must be all the excitement.
Well, yeah. What is the myth or the truth behind abstinence and testosterone levels? Does it make you more aggressive? Does it make you more ready to fight? Talk
yes. I myself am a believer, yes. If you abstain or no FAP.
Yeah. This is some internet term.
Yeah, I mean, actually it's a society.
It's a society?
It's a society, the No FAP Society.
Are they vegan?
No.
Okay.
No. No. Basically, they're individuals who want to better themselves.
Right.
And they feel that abstaining from watching pornography and from, masturbation, it makes them stronger.
Right. What about good old-fashioned relations with your wife or girlfriend?
I mean, that's different. I mean,
as long as the
No
other one
FAP
doesn't
society,
find out.
The No FAP Society, I think, is more geared towards young men who are single, or men who are not in any relationship, older men even. It could be. So what happens is if you abstain, your focus levels increase. You are preserving your natural testosterone. Yeah. Okay. And also there are proteins in your sperm, so your body takes that to itself. So, and also what you're doing is that all that instant gratification. So where we are living in a society where everyone wants everything instantly, instant gratification.
I want it now.
I want it now.
Yeah.
So you go on your laptop or your phone and you watch something, and then you just, a couple of minutes down the road, you've got that instant gratification. You understand? Yeah. And that in itself, to the human psyche, is very negative.
Okay.
Because what happens is that you want that in every aspect of your life. You want instant gratification. You want everything now. You don't want to work for anything. And this is why people are struggling to reach their goals in a lot of ways. Why? Because they don't have the persistence, they don't have the discipline, the dedication, and the consistency to really battle it through the days to get to where they want to go to. So instead of having these desires to have instant gratification, they are restraining themselves and taking that energy and putting it into other things. So it could be, gym, for example, making yourself more physically appealing. It could be work. It could be education. It could be other things. So you're taking that energy, you focus on something else. Same as boxers, where they are told to abstain for 6 weeks. I remember Lennox Lewis used to do it for 3 months. So that focus goes solely into their training and into their preparation and mindset for their fight.
Focused on one thing.
Yes.
Only. Certainly, deferred gratification does correlate with advancements in society. Societies that advance and do well are societies where a culture of deferred gratification is prevalent. And people say that the further north you go, I mean, we life began in Africa, somewhere around the equator. Populations move north, and arguably the further north you go, the more civilized societies become. I don't know whether that's true or not, but people that lived in the north, in the cold, had to survive that winter. They had to put off eating the food they wanted now. They had to save and save and save enough food to get them through the winter. Otherwise, they would die.
Exactly.
Does that explain why Africa is a vastly poor continent and Europe is a very rich continent? It might not explain it. Is it a factor?
No. I mean,
is it relevant at all?
Africa.
Why is Africa poor?
Africa in itself has social issues within themselves. In their political systems, they've got tribal systems. The other thing, Africa was colonized.
Okay.
You know, for many, I don't know how many, you would know better.
Well,
300 years,
many years,
400 years, maybe even more.
Okay.
So there's a lot of issues in African society that really.
So it's all the white man's fault.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But civilizations take time to recover.
Okay.
You know, it takes time.
Is the Indian subcontinent still recovering from colonization?
Yes. I mean,
what are the scars that haven't healed?
No toilets in India.
No.
Well, less toilets.
Were they there before the?
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, before the British went to India, you know, India was a successful civilization. You know, they had trade, they had education, they had their own probably political systems.
Under the Mughals?
Under the Mughals, yes.
Okay. Were the Mughals not just another conquest, another colonisation?
Wasn't any of all of them were.
No, okay. But
everywhere.
You prefer the Mughals, being as you are named after one of their leaders, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I prefer what I prefer. I mean, but what I don't prefer is a foreign invader coming.
But the Mughals were foreign. They weren't Indians, were they?
I mean, they were descendants of the Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
But
Mughal meaning Mongol, right?
Mongols,
Mongolian.
yes.
Okay,
so
right.
they were descendants.
So
yes.
they were foreigners.
No.
Were they Indian? Were they native to the Indus Valley?
Yes.
I thought they were Mongols from Mongolia and Genghis Khan.
No.
Of course they were.
They were probably Mongols originally.
They invaded and they came and
they were probably
from the Middle East.
They were probably Mongols in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Then after,
well,
maybe, okay, if you go back to the beginning, then over 2,000 years ago in India, the natives, the native,
the Dravidians.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Were the Dravidians?
Well, in the south you've got the Dravidians, and in the north you've got the Aryans, who came and pushed the Dravidians south. They were a new Iranian sort of phenotype civilization that came in, and that's why you got the caste system and dark-skinned people in the poor south.
That came after,
compared to lighter-skinned people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
North.
So the natives that were there 2,000 years ago, they were, what were they? Generally just farmers, right? They were just farmers.
Okay.
And you're saying that the Iranians came.
Well, an Iranian type of fairer-skinned people.
But don't you think, Julian, like, man has always been moving around anyway?
Absolutely. But if you're going to criticise the Raj...
I'm not criticising the Raj.
Well, you said that there was no toilets in India because of the Raj.
No, I said they've got a toilet problem now.
Now, what, because the Raj has left?
No, the Raj has never left. The Raj is probably still there.
Right.
But they're not calling the shots as such.
But we were talking about the scars of colonialism, and it takes a long time to heal, and you were saying...
Well, they say that the only thing that the colonizers did was just to make their own lives better. They just made railroads and a few other things just so they could transport goods.
Well, one thing that the Pakistanis who I met in Pakistan when I was there during the election, and I didn't get to vote, that they were very thankful for or proud of was the irrigation system.
Okay.
And for such a hot country, Pakistan has vast areas of greenness due to this irrigation system brought by those cruel British colonisers. Is that not at least one thing they can be thankful of?
But I think that the British did have intention to probably stay there forever.
Okay, so they were preparing it for themselves, and if
I mean, they weren't doing it for the Indians.
Okay,
do you understand? They were doing it for themselves.
Okay.
So,
well, I guess every civilization does it for themselves. What were the Mughals there for?
What were they there for? Obviously, they were there for themselves.
Okay.
It's the way the world works, Julian. The strong survive.
Survival of the fittest.
Yes, so it is.
Or
alpha and beta.
Alpha, beta, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the I think Darwin said it's not the survival of the fittest, it's the best adapted. But fitness just means how well adapted you are.
Being a product of the environment.
Yeah, to that environment.
Change your DNA structure.
Absolutely.
So you can see that why certain behaviours continue for such a long periods of time without any change, because the society is probably plateaued.
Yeah.
Staying the same. Unless something extraordinary happens, like Usain Bolt comes from nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, who is just superhuman.
Yeah.
And that can happen.
Here's one for you. Get the quote correct. Hard times make strong men. Strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. Weak men make hard times.
Yes.
And
Let's
so
go back to
so it goes on.
Good quote.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about comfort.
Comfort. Okay.
Why are we, as men or as people in society, why is everyone so driven for comfort? You know, it's like everyone is working for comfort. You know, they wanna. Oh, you know what? I just want to work now so I can chill later. Oh, I want to. You know, I can't wait till my retirement years or my golden years. I cannot wait. Why is that? Because for me, I believe that life is not about comfort. I believe life is a continuous struggle till the end. And if once you put that in your mind that you want comfort, you want to relax, you will just plateau.
But you believe in comfort at the end of your life,
Or in the next life. Yes.
Touche. Well, so your comfort has been deferred right to the end of your life, and maybe that's the ultimate con of religion. Maybe that's why religious societies blossom.
That's a good point,
isn't it?
That's a good point. Okay, let's say it's a con. Let's just say it's a con.
A con.
But I also believe that society itself is conning man anyway, because it's promising man a pension. It's promising man the golden years that will never come.
I think you're right. I think the promise of the pension is just as much a con as the promise of the heaven. Whether that's a con or not is up to your belief.
Yeah.
But work hard now, and you'll reap the benefits when you're 65.
So that's what I'm saying. Why are we searching for comfort? Why don't we fight every day to be the best we can? For now, not talking about yesterday, not talking about tomorrow. For now, be the best you can now. Why can you not have all that you can have now? Do you understand?
Well, okay. Have you seen the experiment with the kids and the marshmallow?
Tell me about it.
They bring out a marshmallow for a child sat in front of the camera, and they say, "Here's a marshmallow. Don't eat it. If you wait and don't eat it, we'll give you 2 later on."
I know that test. Yes.
And the more intelligent children wait and get 2 later on, and the thickos have their marshmallow now and enjoy it now. Okay. And that's what you're suggesting.
So who's the thickos then, Julian?
Well, if you're actually getting the marshmallow, the trouble is society's not giving us the marshmallow.
But does society owe us, or do we owe ourselves?
We owe ourselves. But you said about deferred gratification and self-control on the one hand, but then you were saying, but I want to eat my marshmallow now. Why don't we just live now and live in the moment? Yeah,
but that's just 2 completely different things, isn't it, Julian? When I say deferred gratification in terms of, you talk about no fap, right?
For example. So you brought it up, you wanted to talk about it.
But
it's your favourite topic at the moment.
It's not my favourite. I'm saying
you, but
this is the current thing.
Yeah.
This is what
everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's talking about it. So let's say, for example, the effects of no fap is not instant. You've got to give it time.
Yeah.
You know, some people say it could take 60 days, 90 days. But what that means is that you are not chasing that instant gratification. Okay. You are working towards that goal. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And as the days go by, as the weeks go by, you will be stronger and stronger. You know, and you will not look for instant gratification because you will appreciate and understand that, you know what, you have to work for it. You know, and when you do finally reach your goal, it will be like heaven. Why? Because you work so hard for it. You will appreciate it.
You've deserved it. I do often think that nothing worth it is easy.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And nothing is, Julian. I mean, anything that's anyone who's achieved any sort of greatness, it has never come easy. I mean, it's portrayed that way because you see all the glitz and the glamour, but look behind the scenes. It's probably pure torture and hell, you know. But they got through that to get to there.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali said, "Suffer now, and live later on as a champion forever."
I believe it's a mindset. I believe that, and it's just certain people have it, and most people don't.
No, and there's definitely a correlation between high intelligence and advanced societies and the culture of deferred gratification, whether that's deferring eating to survive the winter, or training hard in order to improve.
Or taking cold showers.
Taking cold showers.
Whatever you could do.
Take a cold shower yourself?
I do.
Okay.
Occasionally.
Okay.
And it helps a lot.
What does it help?
Therapeutically.
Yeah.
I feel that by taking cold shower, it's sort of like strengthening you.
How often would you take a cold shower?
Oh man, I try maybe once a week,
Whether you need it or not.
whether I need it or not.
And a
But in
warm,
the summer,
and a warm shower once a month.
I try to wash every day.
It's a good idea.
I try to wash every day.
Absolutely.
But I was going to say something, but now I
Yeah,
forgot.
sorry, I'm sorry, brother.
I was going to say something,
Distracted
but it maybe come back to
It'll
you.
come back
It'll
to
come
you.
back to
Well,
me.
it will be back, and we'll be back after this. Thank you for staying with us. It's Lessons for Life, 24/7. I wonder what it was.